Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be trying to do a quick video on how to get command sponsorship. This is kind of a confusing process, so I thought that along with my PCSing to Germany video, which I will link up here, so if you haven't seen that video and you're PCSing to Germany, I would go ahead and check that out. But for now, we're going to talk about command sponsorship. I know it's a bit confusing for some, so I wanted to do some research and kind of compile it all together so that it was easier to digest. If you are new and you've never been to my channel before, I make a lot of different kinds of videos about military life. We are currently stationed in Germany, so I'm making all different kinds of videos about that, lifestyle, different types of videos. So if you are here, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below, and I'm going to be making more videos about military life and what comes with it. So go ahead and click that subscribe button before you leave and before we get started. I did my research and I have been looking at different websites and things, and I will of course link everything that I've been looking at down below with the different types of forms and the different websites that have different kinds of information on it. But this is kind of what I've compiled and what we went through getting command sponsorship. So the first thing you need to do is to be enrolled in DEERS. And in this video, I'm going to be talking to, I'm assuming, a spouse. So whenever I say you, I'm meaning the spouse. The service member is, if you ever see SM, that means service member, or your person that's in the military, basically. If you are newly married, you're going to need to, of course, be enrolled in DEERS, which gives you all of your like extra stuff, benefits that the military gives you. So TRICARE, housing, all of the amenities on post, like to get on post, to go to the commissary, to go to the PX, to go to the doctor on post, to basically do anything on post. Getting command sponsorship is super important, but in order to do that, you have to be enrolled in DEERS first. So as soon as y'all get married, go ahead and get enrolled in DEERS. So super quickly, because this is not a DEERS video, I wanted to give you the few things that you need in order to go to DEERS and get enrolled. So what you need is a marriage license, your spouse, so your spouse's birth certificate, social security card, and photo ID. What I did is I have a folder with basically all of our important documents, so like birth certificate, social security card, passports, any sort of information that we need, like extra forms, anything that we filled out. I put it all in a certain folder. So what I did is I just took that whole entire folder and took it with me so that in case they needed any extra information, which they shouldn't if that's what's listed on their website, but just in case, I like to bring different documents that I just like had everything just in case they needed anything. But you definitely need marriage license, a original or a certified copy. You need your birth certificate, social security card, and photo ID. One more thing on DEERS is that you may not enroll yourself in DEERS. You as the spouse may not enroll yourself in DEERS. You have to have your service member with you to enroll in DEERS. Okay, so now that you're enrolled in DEERS, the second you find out that y'all will be moving overseas, set up an EFMP screening. EFMP is probably the most complicated part of this whole situation. First, set up an appointment to get a physical with your doctor. Make sure you let your doctor know that you will be needing an EFMP screening, and that's why you're setting up the appointment. For step 2, you're going to fill out DA form 5888. I'm not going to put them up on the screen, but I will have them linked down below. I'm not going to share that information on my videos, but they will be linked down below. When you're filling that out, fill out only blocks 1 through 7. Block 8 will be filled out by someone else. So then after you fill out that form, go to your family travel office. It's usually in the military personnel division, is what they say. Ours was like in a big building with like all kinds of different offices. If you are unsure where to go, call your EFMP office. That is like one of the main things that I want to push here is don't be afraid to call people and ask questions. So the forms you'll need at the family travel office will be DA form 5121, 4787, and DD form 1172-2, which is your DEERS form. So if you went to DEERS and had that filled out, you know, take that and with you and go to the family travel office, and they will sign your 5888 block 8, which you will need to take to the EFMP office to get the screening done and like have all of that done. I know this is really confusing, but I tried to break it down into like step by step by step. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask me. Reach out to me on Instagram. Here's my handle. I will respond and I will help you. So if you need help, don't be afraid to reach out to your EFMP office or my Instagram or anything. Obviously, reaching out to your EFMP office or your family travel office or your service members, leadership is going to be much better than asking me, but I can do what I can to help you. So whenever you've got the Block 8 signed by Family Travel, you're going to go ahead and go to the EFMP office. They may have you just email it right now, but you're going to need forms, the DA form 5888 signed Block 1 through 7, and you're going to need it signed Block 8 by your Family Travel office. Then you'll need DA form 7246, which will need to be signed and dated by the spouse, not the service member, and the European memorandum if you need it. If you're going to Europe, you will probably need your European memorandum, but reach out to your EFMP office and they will send you all the forms that you need if you are confused. They will also need all updated physicals from your doctor, but again, at the very beginning of this, whenever you went to the doctor, they should have everything. But if you are not going to the doctor on post, you will definitely need to get copies of all of your physicals with this doctor so that they can send it over to Germany to be able to make sure everything is good and that they can take care of you here. So now that you've gone to DEERS, you've gone to your doctor to get a physical, let them know that you have an EFMP screening, filled out DA form 5888, block 1 through 7, gone to your family travel office with all the forms, gotten it signed, 5888 signed by family travel office, taken everything to the EFMP office. They will figure out everything for you from there. My EFMP office called me and did the screening for me. They said basically, do you have any health issues that can't be taken care of over there? That's basically what they're trying to figure out so that they know that whenever they send you over there and they pay for you to be over there, that they can take care of you if anything happens. From there, you're basically hands off. At least I was. The EFMP office and the family travel office worked with the German office over here, not German, but the people who are stationed over here, to make sure exactly where we are stationed we can be taken care of and that we are able to live there basically. We heard from the family travel office about amended orders, because if you are getting command sponsorship, you will not be on your service members' orders if you have not been already command sponsored, which means you would have had to go through all these processes. So once you have gotten all of this done, you will get amended orders with your name on it so that whenever you're traveling, you are considered paid for, your ticket is paid for, your housing is set up, you will get temporary lodging allowance if you need it, all kinds of things like that you are taken care of if you are on the amended orders. If you are not on the amended orders, you will not be able to go, basically. So it is really important that you get this stuff done. I really hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out or reach out to your EFMP, family travel office, your service members leadership. They will help you, and if they don't, call a different office. A couple tips for while you're going through this process: make sure that you include your PCS date. They probably will ask you, but make sure you include your PCS date on all emails, contacts, anytime you call, anything, because if you are in a time crunch, they will help you if they know, they will try to help you if they know that your PCS date is coming up soon. If you do not include that on there, they're not going to try and rush to help you get anything done. Make sure with every single office that you talk to, every person, get their name, get their number, get their email, get some form of contact for them, because if you are confused in this process, you should ask questions. My last piece of advice is if your service member is not helping you, you will get left behind. So don't be afraid to be a little pushy. I know my husband was probably not happy with how much I was pushing it, but I'm here now, we made it, we're good to go. So that is my last piece of advice. I know this video is a little bit long. I'm hoping to cut it down to be somewhat shorter. This is a really confusing process. Trust me, I know. We had 2 weeks to get all of it done, so it was pretty stressful, and PCSing in general is pretty stressful. So that is all the information that I think you need. Again, I will leave all information about forms and stuff and different links for websites that I looked into whenever we were doing it, just for any additional information. So I hope this is helpful. Again, feel free to ask any questions down in the comments, reach out to me on Instagram, and that is everything. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click that subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to ask any questions about anything PCS military related down in the comments so I can make a video on that. I will see you guys next time. Bye.